Dire are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Their shrine has fallen to the Dire.
I have bunting.
Going to look to get very, very involved.
I think this Marcy is actually going to come in really cool.
I like the Marcy.
I like it quite a bit this
We've
game.
seen, you know, not obviously at this international, but many times before in the past, 9 class show us some fantastic stuff with his Marcy.
It might not be the most crazy, flashy stuff where he's, you know, his coddle, where he's popping off, taking over the game, but he's going to make Satanic look that much better in the game with the bodyguard, rebound saves, and he's about to have that blink dagger. So matching the blink of Bruce, not by too bad much. Butterfly for Satanic also in this game. Going to be a big pickup. And the reason I'm mentioning the Marcy more so as well, besides just that rebound, the bodyguard, when something like an SF is playing versus Axe, who has this blade mail, that bodyguard, that lifesteal absolutely will come into play.
He won't die during a call. Maybe if Lal and Yatoro are around, but if they don't have those two punching into him, Satanic will very likely survive through the jump.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Get the push going themselves. We saw a similar push that Spirit was doing in the last game, but they didn't have their full squad with the Shadow Fiend. So Vision looking to apply this pressure with all the assists.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Spirit?
under attack.
Looks like they're not even going to try to go for the reaction. Anticipating that everybody on Vision is set up at the moment here.
I'm going to know right now that
Radiant's bottom tower.
the decision to fight is going to be pretty much down to the calls that Yatoro makes.
Yeah.
Yatoro's not ready to go. They do not want to turn up.
They're going to have, very specific conditions to look for those fights. Root has the snowball and the blink. And he is hazed, so they see exactly where he is.
And Notice is going to be able to continue the chase down in the river. Shards will block him off. He gets around. Root will have blink again in a few seconds. Jump's already there. Back online from Notice. They do manage to bait 9 class in.
How is he alive?
And Rue lives.
What?
They couldn't kill him, and Rue actually having the backup coming over ready to join him.
Those are some beautiful individual plays coming in from Rue, just stalling out Notice. I thought he was going to die for sure there. 9 class ends up being the catch. Toro turns up and gets a kill. Quick little meta play for him.
Dire are scanning.
Butterfly now finished up for Satanic.
Very strong timing. I mean, having that in this matchup, you know, Yatoro not really going to be able to fit any sort of true strike into his build anytime early.
No, he's going to have to hope for that serrated shiv in particular around that tier 3 neutral if he can get the RNG for it. Satanic is super deep right now.
He's got the jump on 9 class, but the backup is gone for Satanic, who does of course still have this Aegis, so we'll have 2 laps to play with. Notice him with the blink crush onto Lal. Slide forward for Satanic. Lal dying again immediately at the front of these fights. He is just so squishy. It seems almost impossible for him to play these team fights. He turns up, he dies immediately, Paul.
Laurel could end up being a pretty big liability for the team if he doesn't continue to get this scaling. Shows up multiple times and just dies in an instant. Yatoro's meta was ending, so maybe a bit of a misread there that they should go in or not. Yatoro was like, I'm getting out immediately after getting a kill because the meta is breaking down.
I mean, what do you sort of do as the Nature's Prophet in these sort of situations? You just not turn up to the fight?
I'm not too sure. I see he's queuing up like 5 different items to try to think how he can fix this. Yep. He's like, BKB, nope, that's not going to help me.
They'll still kill him.
Physical, but he does need it because there's so much control. So it's tough to itemize for this NP. Similar as you've seen some of these Linas when you're playing versus all this minus armor. Big push coming in from Vision. They're seeing a window to be able to get a wrap.
I mean, they're so strong around this butterfly timing of Satanic. It's phenomenal.
There's no mana. The call will come out.
But notice, he's doing the crunch onto the 2 of them, catches Yatoro. Yatoro pops the mantra and backs off. But no one, he's ready to roll in deep with the Rolling Thunder. Laps, BK being back away.
And 50 seconds still.
Toro stepping back up onto Ducalis. They get the Enchantress. Rue trying to see if he can catch more from this. Toro goes around Satanic. That's going to be Satanic, then the watch. No, he's got no notice. Gets him with the BKB. Has to slither away. Can they keep Satanic safe? Satanic will go for the Requiem into the TP. They want to get out of this Vision. They don't want to stick around anymore.
The catch Notice.
He's not going to get the chance for the TP. The dunk comes through from Collapse Spirit. They'll push back.
The meta comes right back up during the fight there. He's got the Scotty also, so Yatoro, he is incredibly tanky. You can see the SF's like, okay, I have Butterfly, but hits him once or twice, and he's like, wait a minute, this TP is insanely strong. Vision trying to find a window to go for this push here, but they get counteracted from the buyback from Not Me very quickly there. And Spirit's draft, you know, sure, for Laurel can be some difficulties, but they do scale extremely hard this game.
The greed can absolutely pay off.
Vision really wanted to get some type of Rax advantage there with this Aegis usage. Not quite able to just yet there.
And I quite like this as well if Laurel goes for it. A relatively early axe pickup. We don't really see this. I want to say, you know, out of all the Nature's Prophet games, obviously a lot of the times it's carry and such, so you're much less likely to see something like an axe pickup. But even when it's in the mid, we don't get the Aghanims being picked up.
There was a time when, who was it? It was Liquid, I think, when they had Zai. I remember he was buying this a lot, and you're just playing that. You're the anti-carry, right? Because you apply this AoE disarm onto multiple different heroes, and as we mentioned for Vision, it's all physical damage. If they're all disarmed, there ain't no damage. So pretty cool approaches if he does pivot toward that way. Cool. And I think Spirit knows, right? If they can just keep this game going, they're gonna have that crazy scaling.
Yeah, they believe in you, Toro, to carry this one, and Lal to be the backup carry.
Continue this pressure here. 19 on Satanic, still standing strong with this butterfly.
Very close to having the full Satanic himself.
A 2K lead at the moment for Vision. I think that they wanted to get a bit more out of this mid game with their team fight advantage. Of course, lots of potential for them to also continue with the scaling. No one can continue as well. Same for Notice. Antagonists. I think we're truly in for a treat this game as well, too. These teams just on such even footing, matching each other's movements. Sure, this one, not 29 kills at the 29-minute mark that we did see last time for one team, but still very impressive little macro plays that both teams are doing.
In terms of timings, in the mid. No one. No! Get through here.
In terms of timings,
if you're Vision, what are you waiting for next? Is it sort of the case of just waiting for next Roshan? Are you able to still try and force a fight before the Rosh?
I think you take any fight you can take, but you want to fight around that Rosh especially too. You just have to be very aware of the positioning. Collapse now does have the BKB as well too. It's eyes on Yatoro, right? If you can catch Yatoro and kill him at the start of the fights, Spirit's entire fight just completely disappears. So that's the main thing for Vision, I would say, is just dealing with Yatoro. And Yatoro now, cool, actually goes for the BKB this game. I thought he would do it last game a little earlier too. He went for the MKB, went for the greed. I'm glad he didn't go that greedy this game.
I mean, these two iron timings are going to give them a pretty good chance to fight. So we see the axe now done on Lal.
Oh, they're very strong right now in Satanic. He's in danger territory right now.
We're ready to start going for him with the meta. They do have the rebound to take him out to the side. There's the Axe Breath of Nature coming in with the entangle, catching two of them. Takes out 9 class collapse. He's ready to be with the BKB and the Blade Bounce. Caught Satanic. Satanic goes down as Yatoro brings in the damage. They're ready to try for more. Punch up onto Notice, controlling through the BKB. He'll still be able to slither away.
But a defensive BKB, you're seeing Spirit ready to fight. Yatoro standing strong.
Just a little bit of a trip up. The Axe Breath of Nature just holding for him only momentarily, but enough to sort of allow Collapse to continue to close in and have that chance to get the jump call to lock down Satanic and allow Yatoro to bring him down.
Satanic now, even though it doesn't feel great in this type of game because there's things that go through it, he does have to go for BKB as well. The control is going to start to be problematic. Spirit starting to gain quite a bit of control in this game. Yatoro did get the serrated shiv, of course, too, so he is be able to bypass that butterfly occasionally. Absolutely see the play there. 9 class healing can bail him away the first time with the rebound. He is dying, and he still can chase forward for it. Pressure feels like it's building up quickly here onto Vision. In these last few moments, Spirit gaining hefty momentum.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really is sort of those two timings. Getting the BKB at this point in the build for Yatoro, having this Aghanims on Lal's Nature's Prophet, it sort of allows them to play to a timing that Vision, I don't know if they're necessarily prepared for.
No, I don't think you anticipate this build on the Nature's Prophet by any means. No, it's something quite rare to see. Still very strong in this game versus the literal all-physical damage draft of Vision. This is a very good answer versus now.
Super disruptive in these team fights.
They made it through that hard moment of the lack of team fight. Now the Wrath of Nature.
That's true. That
is a team.
That is the team fight they were missing. They've managed to find it here with this build from Lal.
Now, Quinn was mentioning multiple times now on the panel, sometimes items that are the important things for a lot of these heroes to change the dynamic of how they play. That's exactly what this Agonist does for NP. He has a really strong talent at 22 that most don't take, too. Most of them, since they're playing carry, they take the Sprout damage. But in this game, you can absolutely just go for the Wrath, and it's a 60-second.
And if you want to be really cool, you go for the Refresher Octarine build. We'll see if he's cool enough, Lyle.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he'll go down that. Eventually, he'll be able to get it all, because he'll get a free Refresher, probably.
That is true.
Okay, so Vision, I feel like they have to fight. I don't think you can sit back at this point. Let Spirit play their game. They have a full
Dire's
AC on the
top tower
Slardar.
is under
Notice has
attack.
changed the build.
But it's into this Aegis.
It is.
It's not easy. Vision, they're not afraid of a challenge. The smoke comes in. Vision, looking for the wraparound. They've got eyes on Collapse. It would be a huge jump to take the axe out. He's been getting some pretty good calls. And there's the initiation. He'll get the BKB off. If he can get away from the rest of the chase of Vision, Yatoro ready to hold the high ground. Punch the meta. They turn towards him. The fear will push back Satanic for now. Yatoro tries to bring down the Enchantress first. Arliss, he will slowly but surely go down off to the side. Not be dealt with. And then Rapid comes in, locking down the team. Yatoro steps up over towards Satanic, but knows he's still with the bus. The crush, the thunder, doesn't matter. Yatoro still goes down to once. The Collapse jumps in with the Duncan. He's ready to look for more. Pushing up to the high ground. Snowball saved by time. Yatoro surrounding Satanic. He's caught in the trees, but has to back away. The threat from Requiem's there. Yatoro step away from the fight. He knows the fight now. It's over. They've got to run. He goes for the TP. He'll get away. Vision, they survive through it, and they're able to push into Spirit and take the team fight.
They keep Satanic alive. It's all these little things. The bodyguard lifesteal with the Satanic as well, too. Everything coming into play there. They're able to distance him away from Yatoro. Spirit, they had the positional advantage there for a second.
They had the high ground.
This is such absurdly high-skill Dota. Satanic, full MKB now to have the answer for the eventual butterfly. I mean, I say eventual. Toro has the butterfly, and he's got an MKB as it comes out.
That's huge.
Massive for Satanic.
And they got the gen there right as well.
They did. And I think it was actually, so I missaw there, apologies. Now that I saw the replay, he didn't actually end up getting the save from 9 Class. I think it was Ducalis' Force Staff that ended up getting that positioning for Satanic, or it was his Force Staff, one of the two. I didn't see which one it was. Smoke up.
Ready to go again. I'm in Vision. They're like, if we can do that into an Aegis, imagine what we can do without an Aegis.
Into an Aegis and into a high ground positioning that Spirit had too.
They're going to feel very strong after that last play, Vision. Ready to go again.
Dire are scanning.
Treated with such beautiful Dodo, and less than just a 3K lead here at this point. Both teams battling it, duking it out. As we said, Yatoro, he is the key to watch. He does everything for the side of Spirit in this game.
The meta is back up.
For the angle.
What's this showing in the mid? Crush. We're going to see Ducalis. Quickly take down the edge. The Vision want to do anything without their Enchantress. Doesn't look like it. To respect the fact that that pickoff's made, they won't try and fight 4v5.
They didn't have to spend anything either on the side of Spirit to get that kill. They've got everything at the ready. Didn't even use the meta, just use the Demon Seal to close the gap. This too.
It's the concern as well for both. If you lose a team fight, the enemy, as long as they carries up, are going to be able to push so fast.
Yes, they kill these buildings insane. Some of the fastest pushing lineups I think we're going to see. Vision, as you said too, having this double gem, they're able to kick that one away. It's going to be big in the next upcoming movement in terms of map control. But neck and neck again this game. And the pivot too, we did see right from Noticed. Going for this AC in this last team fight, you absolutely could feel that overwhelming physical. Even though it's a Terrorblade with 50 armor, you started to see those rifles coming from the SF.
And I'm sort of going the other way as well. It was taking a long time for Yatoro to bring anyone down, despite how farmed he is. So once that Hydra's breath is complete, it's that's going to help out a lot. It's on the way out on the courier. A good step up to the damage output of Yatoro.
And I mean, I can't believe I've said this now for 35 minutes, but when I've been talking about Vision pretty much being only...
Well, notice.
So is Spirit.
He found Lyle. I'll try and push it back and catch him in the Sprout. He's going to be careful. Feels that Lyle might have backup, so doesn't want to try and push to finish the kill. Same time, Spirit. They look to see if they can catch the rest of Vision split up, but no. He's already in with the jump on towards them. Commits in with the Rolling Thunder. They're going to find the Dark Willow. They've got the Yule's control on to Collapse. Sets up and notice to come up with the crush. Collapse. He has to put the BKB and step back. Or on the wraparound. Yatoro in with the Metamorphosis. Satanic damage in on the Satanic. Satanic tries to force away. We'll get the red from after, but the BKB's out for Yatoro. Satanic. He's thrown back by Nightclass. Nightclass getting him out of there. Doesn't matter. The final right click fly through. Satanic will fall.
How does Yatoro get that positioning? That was insane. Has the Hydra breath for the fight too, so just grips this Shadow.
And they were so quick to make that move. They saw some of that play. The Notice went for down bottom onto Lyle, and they were like, well, we could go on them on the mid, try and force the chaos, and they succeed in doing so. At this point, there's no SF for a full minute.
Are they going to close the game? They're going tier 4s.
They're going to feel it.
The glyph was popped.
They know with the pickups for the MKB, spent the money. He does not have the money for buyback. Yatoro knows that this is their opportunity to do serious damage and maybe even threaten the game.
Oh, and they might be able to close it out. It's 50 seconds.
And they take the building so fast. Notice, dip with the crush. Then Collapse, not getting the cool connection onto Notice. Notice turns towards Yatoro, but he's got to be careful. They hit hard. The wrath comes through. The root's there. Notice is gone.
Oh my god, I mean, Yatoro, how does he find that angle to get on top of them there?
Notice is going to have to buy back.
Okay. Tier 4s are dropping.
A good angle here with the Rolling Thunder. Catches both the mid and the carry. Jumping with the crush. That's Lyle gone.
And they chase for more.
Lyle does have a buyback if he wants to make a crazy move. Yatoro.
Snowball.
They're there to take him out. Nightclass and no one. They're going to try and jump forward to chase on towards him. Big coming down. The call's there. Collapse. Gets the dunk on the Nightclass. That's Nightclass out. He keeps Lyle and Yatoro safe. Yatoro, he wants to go back in on this. He's looking for no one, but the bash comes in for Notice. Yatoro trying to stand his ground against the Slaughter.
He's fighting.
The trade. The bash is there. Yatoro lives. The impetus.
The Thunder. He just missed the mana.
He's back up with the HP. Dakar still trying to push him away. Rue, he's going to be the sacrifice. Leave the tongues behind. Get your Terror Blade out of there.
Oh my god, he literally just got the mana. He was sitting at 25, just picks it up to that 50 and gets the Thunder on his illusion and saves him.
Middle barracks are under attack.
Oh my goodness, they get double tier 4s. They'll get the range tracks, not the melee, but forcing heavy buybacks. Even no one as well expending his Laurel.
2 big core buybacks.
Laurel did buy back in to make sure that he could protect his buddy. So that was used there. But a big hit Spirit blowing open the game. And I could watch Satanic in the... I mean, we'll wait for this one again afterwards, actually. Chase forward.
He's able to bail Yatoro out. Maybe if they got that Yatoro kill, things would have looked to be in a bit of a smoother spot off the defense, but not getting the Terror Blade as desperately as they tried. Collapse keeping him safe from that initial jump from 9-class. And at this point, even though Notice gets on top of him, Yatoro's so fast, he's got so much armor. It's so hard for Notice to finish off the job. And as you say, getting just enough here to get that Sunder play off.
It was literally, look at this, he even toggled this mat in
He needed it. Yep, the tread switch did it.
I think he had enough mana anyway without it, but it's still cool to see that he goes for the play, right? He's anticipating these type of moves. I mean, massive from Spirit. And Yatoro now level 25. It's hard for Satanic. It's hard for SF in general to fight versus a TB, but without BKB, he's just getting... He can't lifesteal.
Spirit, they're going to be ready to jump again. Satanic might not be ready for this. Collapse. Quick. Oh, he's able to slide away from the range of the call.
I mean, Satanic needs more help in these fights, though, because he can't lifesteal. You're getting hit from this Scotty. You cannot turn and lifesteal with your Satanic. Also getting robbed, of course, from the Krullas, but... My goodness. Spirit looking to potentially close this
and then
one
they're
out.
going again.
Looking for another fight.
They know that the buyback situation, it's not in a great spot for Vision. They can find a big catch. They can put an end to this game, Spirit. No one.
Careful.
Oh.
Yeah,
such tense moments. These next moments for Vision are everything. Collapse.
Now giving some praise there to no one for those quick reactions.
What an absolutely insane game so far here.
I mean, so in these team fights, what do you do if you're Vision? Is it sort of just a case then for Satanic to Sort of, if he sees the Metamorphosis come out, you have to just get out completely. Can you actually fight into your Toro when he has the Metamorphosis up?
It's hard to say exactly. This TB is something it's a force to be reckoned with. They don't really have the best answers. Even the kiting factor isn't there. Satanic, the matchup in general, right? TB versus SF, it's heavily favored for TB once it starts getting to these points because he just has that range advantage. So I guess just all-inning, right? They have to close the gap and fully all-in for Yotoro and just somehow try to bring him down with that. But it's easier said than done. Especially now that his levels are starting to come in for him. He's got extra saving tools with the Satanic himself.
And the Yotoro might just be able to get himself another Aegis here, ready for the push. It's the third Roshan. It's going to be that Refresher Shard on top of that.
And always too, right? Yotoro, he can lifesteal in the fights. He can be able to stand his ground. There isn't that mitigation in the same type of factor. He also has a hard save with the Tusk potentially. He also has the Vlads too. Multiple ways to have to bail him out now at this point.
To get that chance, of course, with the way the draft played out, you know, SF's taken early. They get to think through the whole draft, what carry to carry matchup they want to play with. And, you know, if anyone's going to be the master at the SF and know exactly what the SF's going to hate playing into, it's going to be Yotoro. And we're seeing that matchup get to that point now this game. The sort of weakness that might have been there because they had to make this pivot, put the Nature's Prophet mid, and go for this greedier route, they've gotten completely through that.
Yeah. I mean, the itemization from Laurel is genius, right? Just the Aghanims, and we don't see it as much anymore. It is absolutely making that difference to protect full targets in place. If he had gotten just straight right-click build, right, they could have lost these mid-game team fights super hard. The game could have just completely collapsed for them there.
Where are you going?
Making everything for them.
Talking about Aghanims.
Full item.
Aghanims picked up the Yotoro.
The blessing? It is the full blessing, so he's got it at use immediately.
He's ready to go all in. Has that Aegis, of course, so second life is there and knows that there's going to be this time. They're going to want to do something within the next 2 minutes or so whilst these 3 buybacks are still unavailable for Vision.
It's just hard to see how they kill Yotoro at this point. Even through the 1 life, as we saw in that top fight, they have so many ways to protect. You can have that cheese, of course, too, for the next fight that he can just, you know, you can pass it over to him as well.
It's another very, very low death game for Yotoro. Only dying the once.
He has played this game absolutely flawless.
Pretty much the series as well, right? Even in the loss, had a very impressive scoreline on his Shadow Fiend.
You can tell they're feeling that pressure now. Satanic has yet to really grow in the next item.
1 failed defense away from losing the game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
Pivot
tower
and adaptation in this game has been beautiful to watch. Vision has taken some good fights, but now
this
how are they going to take this fight?
Who's going to be the one to go first? Get rid of the banner. Panic's got to be careful when Yotoro starts to get his hands on him like this.
Hard to hit him.
A lot of damage, brings him down to half HP. People see no one trying to the backlines, but the BKB's out for collapse. The call as well, on towards Notice. Notice has the BKB with a punch upstairs. Yotoro bringing in the damage. Notice trapped by the shard. Notice, he's gone. Buyback still on cooldown for a minute and a half.
It's just so hard for them to execute the fight. They roll in, they try anything there, but they just can't collapse. It's just too fast.
I mean, who is going to touch Yotoro? Who's going to go for the jump? Nobody can get anywhere close to him right now as he's taken away the rest of the base. Collapse will get the call. There'll be the rebound to try and bail no one out of this. The shield goes back in. Fear catches him off to the side. No one's out. Also without the buyback. It's over. GG is called. Team Spirit take game 3.
That fight in mid, where Yotoro gets this angle, they know that Notice is going for this play on bottom, and he just sandwiches on top of Satanic. Satanic couldn't attack. I think these last 2 fights, he just has to spend the entire time trying to run away from this Terrorblade, and he just can't. That's this matchup. It gets to this point. You can't get close to him. You can't get away from him. You're